I recognize the member from Ramsey, Representative Perez Vega.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Whoa. It has been an honor and a deep privilege to be in this chamber with all of you, even those that maybe I don't agree with all of the time. I'm proud to have been elected for 2 terms as the Rep Who Raps, as the mother of Rosa Perez Hedges, as the granddaughter of Puerto Ricans who were born before the 1917 Jones Act that gave citizenship, as the daughter of a Puerto Rican woman who was a young Lord activist at the age of 16 on the Lower East Side fighting for housing, health care, and ensuring that we have education, and the daughter of a veteran who was drafted to Vietnam War out of New York City with the proud Ponceño blood of Puerto Rico. I am proud here to represent 65B, the district that I have lived my entire life in, as a Boricua Latina proud West Sider, the best side, to fight with the championship to say, let's deliver a trifecta and let's create some of the best memories that the state of Minnesota has ever been able to do in passing law. That wouldn't be able to happen without the amazing staff that encouraged me, that provided me as a type 1 diabetic with my sugar and Sour Patch Kids when long hours at night come in and I wasn't hungry. And I want to thank, at the same time of dealing with the type 1 diabetic, as I like to say, funky diabetic, the long nights of saying we are going to pass driver's licenses for all in 2023 with my mentor, Aisha Gomez, Southside, How You Ride. I'm probably one of the most representatives, getting a little choppy here, who came in with a leader and a speaker who said more than LFG to me, but say, you are like a TikTok bomb. We are gonna get things done. And that happened with her encouragement to say, give grace and thanks to your staff. And I want to give grace and thanks to someone who rode with me in that first term, Sebastian, whose mom couldn't believe that we actually passed driver's licenses for all. And I want to give grace to Fardusa, who fought so that we can provide housing justice from the West Side Barrio to the West 7th to downtown when we think about what was happening at the Laurie building and when my constituents needed help. We did not deny going to help. We went and we ran from this chamber to see what was happening because that's what leadership does. I want to give grace and thanks to Andrea. She says, boy, you really have a work of leadership to ensure that it's not just about the person who's elected, but about the overall staff so that we can grow in the work that we love to do to create policy and serve the people. And I like to say I train a lot of good folks in 2 years to continue to seguir pa'lante. Max, thank you for the short and sweet time to go into the next staffer of Chris Ortiz. I want you to be kind to Chris because he's an East LA'er. And well, he's got the Dodgers and we're still trying to pull off for the Twins, right, Mike Howard? But I can't go without saying that we need to also give grace to my comms director. Because as the Rep Who Raps, there's a lot to deal with. Is this official side or is this the other profession? And Tuba, feliz cumpleaños. Not only did you make sure that we can shine in these chambers, but that the people get what they delivered by being advocated to be outside, not to yell, but to say, we've got your back. We're gonna celebrate with a lot of those bondings. And I'll see you, because the work never ends. I wanna thank Esther Bajay, Representative Bajay in housing. Your work, your leadership, You gave me so much strength in those times where I had to hear housing provider go off and on. That tenant rights to organize, we did that. We crossed that through the finish line. And I want to thank you for always saying, okay. Is she really gonna play Who Let the Dogs Out? When we made sure that the animal has rights as renters as well. I want to thank my East Side brother, Representative Jay Zhang. Workforce development, ensuring that laborers not only in those spaces of where unions are at, but those who want to be licensed to create their businesses and thrive in our cultural districts have the opportunity to continue legacy. When I marched in Cinco de Mayo, I thought about the pride of that legacy with you and Representative Rodan and those calls to say, let's make things happen for La Raza. So, you're Mungarican with me, all right? I want to thank Representative Mary Frances Clardy, my West St. Paul delegation member. You encouraged me to not give up on the READ Act. You really made a flashlight happen for our communities of dual language immersion, create a workforce so that it can provide for the 180 different languages that are spoken in my district schools, in our district schools. I want to thank my CEP sister for life, Representative Samantha Sencer-Murrah. Ethnic studies. We are the product of ethnic studies. We are the girls that we have taught and that we continue to tell dream, who get looked over at, who say that you may not be qualified, but then come in with the best stats and deliver. Thank you, hermana, and I look forward to the continued work in raising our children together. My brother, I don't know what this guy's gonna do without me, guys, but he'll do great things. Representative Shamakab Hussein. He's a champion, y'all. He fights. He shows up even when gun violence has stricken him in his own front door to say, we must stop this. He cares about his children, his wife, his family, and all of our families. And we need more partnerships of that in this space when I'm gone, to say that we're gonna get through this together. And he also helped me cross on to meet some of y'all on the other side of the aisle so that we can talk about, let's get a first for many. I had goals in here. And that's something that I've been able to do as a little girl that my mom taught me and my abuela, who couldn't afford a pair of shoes while she wanted an education in Puerto Rico's mountains way before Bad Bunny became the hot stuff at Super Bowl. I come from sugarcane plantation workers. And I'm proud of being born in Minnesota for my diaspora Borinquen to continue to thrive and say that si se puede, la lucha pa'lante. And to my Latino community, I'm yours forever. We all have different stories, but one story's right is that we together make Minnesota better. And I continue to help encourage the children to believe in yourself, because that's what my Madam Speaker, Melissa Hortman, did for me. She believed in me. She believed in us as Minnesotans. District 65B, the capital city of St. Paul versus everybody, and the awesomest suburb of West St. Paul, a beacon of determination, advocating, and we will never give up to the end. I want to say that Melissa Hortman's memory and the legacy of LFG, Go Take Action, guided me in some of the most difficult challenges to face in this session. Representative Jess Hansen, single moms get the job done. Melissa's teachings and values illuminated a force and path every step of the way in this session. It's allowed that we can go ahead and fight for vitality for downtown. Healthcare for our type 1 diabetics to not get left out. To continue to champion. It's been a profound privilege to serve for all the people of Minnesota, for my 65 beautiful. And I leave the Capitol feeling how much I miss Melissa Hortman, my forever speaker, and how much I feel she would be proud of all of our teamwork, respect, and dedication to deliver. I had a goal like I started in this verse, that I wanted to pass driver's licenses for all with GOMI. And I also wrote at the bookend that I wanted funding for the first Minnesota Latino Museum. And I'm proud of that work among so many other bills, because I didn't come to sit down. I came to take action. I came to deliver. But it's not about I in lead. There's no I in lead. There's an I in leadership, and all of us do that together. Gracias. It's been an honor. It's been a privilege. Y para todos los boricuas, para que sepa, pa'lante siempre. Thank you.